Yo, how's it going, everyone? We are back for episode 89 of the Slot One Super Podcast, all about the Transcendent Dokkan campaign and the new Tech LR Beast Gohan. Crazy surprise drop today. I don't think any of us were really expecting when we got the announcement producer letter that the banner was literally going to be coming out in a matter of hours. So definitely very interesting start to the Transcendent Dokkan campaign, and boy, is there some goings on to be talking about. So of course I am your main host for this evening, the Masked Ningen, and I am not alone. I have my boy Vilify here with me. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, but I'm wondering why there are three hosts on the screen.
Yeah, so we also, Minato is unfortunately running slightly late and will be joining hopefully within a few minutes. So hopefully it won't be too long. But yes, we will start to go into the celebration, our thoughts on all the different stuff that's been going on. I mean, the cooler celebration, of course, now is officially wrapped up, and it was quite a doozy. We had, I think, way more stuff than anyone would have expected for what is essentially a filler celebration. I think overall it was definitely very, very successful. So, yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff.
I think they deserve their flowers for, raising expectations on a celebration where people didn't really have like the highest of hopes for it.
Yeah,
I don't think the hype was there, but when you kind of break it all down and it's like, oh, wow, they did a really good job with stone allocations. I think there was a lot of fun stuff. We'll probably talk about this briefly, but what they did yesterday with the improvising for the stream, I thought that was funny.
That was great.
Unfortunately, I slept through it, but I woke up to see, Geppy getting scared by a balloon and like having to walk on a treadmill or something like
getting
that.
electrocuted. Like, dude, it was hilarious. It was great, and it's something that I wish that they would do in the community more often. Hopefully it's something we'll see more of, but...
I feel like the closest we get to it is like when they do those challenges for the Dragonstone giveaway.
They do like the silly games.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really watch it yesterday when I was doing the stream. Like when they were doing that, I kind of like was making a thumbnail and like getting my video uploaded.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what they were doing. I heard like boop beep or something like that, but I didn't really know what they were doing.
Yeah.
I always like to make a joke where it's like when they're pitching, like when they do like they throw like baseballs or something. I'm like, oh my god, he could play for the Dodgers. And they're throwing it like 20 miles an hour or whatever. So it's
because
it was fun.
What's funny is that like those challenges that they do on those streams are always like weird sort of, I don't know, just like weird games that they play and stuff. Whereas obviously this is probably one of the very first times that they've actually done like challenges, them actually playing the game and doing challenges in game, and kind of
something about that I want to say in a minute.
It was like almost like, kind of stuff that we and other people have done in the past with like randomizer wheels and all this kind of stuff, where they're just like pulling modifiers out of a hat and then trying to do runs, which was really funny because they were doing it on the Surging Army of Steel event, which like the later stages of that are quite tough. And then they were giving themselves these crazy restrictions. And also, Geppy was letting the co-host play a couple of them. And clearly, she's not quite as experienced in playing Dokkan as
she's
Geppy.
A Dokkan tuber.
Is she actually?
Ando Sakura, yeah. She does like summon videos once in a blue moon. She has a pretty successful channel.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's always kind of funny. I didn't recognize her one time. And it's like, wait a minute. Like, we were watching a video of hers, me and a couple friends, and it was like, oh, wait a minute. That was the MC for the event today.
Yeah.
So, but that stream, I'm sure a lot of you noticed on the side, unfortunately, our main producer does not play Dokkan. And his Frontier Goku is not awakened.
Dude,
so
his power level, I posted that like Jiren, like the pathetic meme, because his power level was like, was it 2.7 or 1.7? It's like, bruh.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Come
and
on.
His box is sorted in like a terrible way. It's by like recently acquired. So
yeah.
It's a mess.
Who does that?
Oh, is that how you do it?
Well, what I do, I never used to, but what I do now is because I feel like Dokkan is at this point now where, like, let's say I'm going to do a difficult event or like do an exhibition, and I'm going to do like, I don't know, I'm going to run like the LR Super Saiyan 4s, for example. If I filter by their categories, by having it on acquired, it just lists all the newest units, because realistically, they're the ones I'm going to be using because they're the best ones. Like, there's a couple that you'd have to scroll further down for like super easy A's and stuff, but I feel like a lot of the teams now, like the best builds of the teams are just pretty much the newest units.
I mean,
so I always used to sort by like type and stuff, but I feel like it's just easier now that when I'm putting a team together, I either know exactly who I want and where they are, or they're just going to be the newest units. So
what you could do is to not make your box look like a madman's. You could just make a tag of like meta units.
True. I haven't looked at my tags for years. I still have a tag for I still have a tag for 100% like the link level 10 characters, which now there's literally a way to just search for that, so I don't even have to do that anymore. But I haven't gone.
I just think
I haven't gone.
It helps me keep count. It's kind of like just a long-term thing that I've been doing, but I like to do I do LRs, summonable LRs, 100% link level 10, and then I'll have like a to-do tag.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I especially do that when I reset on global every year, where it's like, let me get the SSRs of a bunch of LRs. But the problem when you do that is if you favorite one of them, it'll like spread out the dupes.
Oh god.
So like in my favorites tab, I have like 4 Int Rosé's SSRs just like spread out, and it's kind of hard to look at.
Oh god.
Because I favorited one, so it's like separating them.
Oof.
So that's like kind of annoying. But yeah, I've always I used to sort it the wrong way, apparently, like starting at physicals and what you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, I used to do that as well.
Yeah, so now it's like it's HEL downwards, but I do like all my LRs are together and then all my TURs are together.
Yeah,
like easy A, so it's by level.
Yeah,
how I do it.
And it's like I used to have a tag back in the day, because obviously before the sync. So it's like if a character, like when Easy A's came out or like got announced on JP, I just used to put them in like a tag for like future Easy A's, so that I knew for my global account, it's like, right, I've got to make sure these units are like link leveled and stuff before those Easy A's come to global. But obviously now that we're synced, I can't really use it. But to be fair, because I do link level quite a lot, so now basically whenever a unit Easy A gets announced, I probably already have them link level 10, because I'm at the point where I'm link leveling like random SSRs and like TURs of LRs and stuff. So all the old Dokkan Fests and things I already have link leveled. But yeah, it was very funny to see Geppy's account. I think it was very cool for them to do an event like that. Because I guess we could talk about it a little bit, because obviously it was based around, of course, the 100 million metal coolers thing. And it's interesting because I've seen a lot of different like speculation on either side, I guess, because a lot of people were saying, and I think we've even mentioned it before, like Dokkan has done some of these campaigns in the past where people have sort of, how would you say, like questioned the validity of the outcome, right? Where it's like, doesn't really seem like we're going to hit some of these goals, but then we just do right at the end. I did see a lot of people say like, oh, it doesn't matter what happens, like we're gonna hit 100 million anyway. And so then obviously
they budgeted that,
yeah,
it's like they wanted to give us the 100 stones.
Yeah. And so but then like the way they advertised the stream is essentially like, oh, we're actually not going to hit the goal, so Geppy is going to step in and do like an emergency stream, and he's going to take down a bunch of metal coolers. So it kind of, even if that was all planned and like we hit 100 million ages ago, I just really think that's cool as like a community thing where it's like, the producer of the game is going to step up and join in the challenge and do a live stream and like, help us complete the goal and all that kind of stuff. Even if it had all been completed, like, I don't think that really matters. It's more just like I guess the vibes, if you will, but like, of doing that kind of thing. It's just like a fun,
I think
the
it was
higher-ups getting involved. I think it's really cool.
I think it was good improv for the situation at hand.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to talk about that a little bit more.
Yep.
There was an unfortunate development during the producer letter, right? We can kind of talk about that a little bit.
Yep.
So until obviously, right now the rose tinted lenses kind of faded really quickly on this Beast Gohan situation. But in terms of like the vibes around that producer letter, that might have been like the best one ever. Now, when we're not comparing that to like an anniversary live stream or something like that, but just it was W after W after W after W. Like it felt like they couldn't lose.
Yeah.
For like those moments there. But one of the unfortunate side effects of that was the live broadcast had a plan for the metal cooler link leveling event.
Yeah.
So I kept getting questions about like, when is the link leveling event? And then I didn't really know how to answer it. But then, come to find out, it was a stream exclusive.
Yeah.
So it was like the whole idea was like, hey, you guys are going to play this during the live stream, and you're going to be able to like frenzy link level during that period.
Yeah.
And then they ended up taking that away. Now, low key, probably not the worst thing ever. It would have taken a lot of stamina refreshes, but
oh, dude, it would have been so
like,
worth it.
It would have been. It would have been.
It was crazy because it worked out like the link level rate is higher than any of the other events we have, and then like the amount of rank XP was only like half what you get from the the Dokkan Day event, except it only cost a quarter of the stamina. So it would like hands down just be the best event. Yeah, I worked it out in a video. So it's like if you ran that stage 4 times, you would just get more rank XP and more link levels than you would from running the time chamber event. So that event would have hands down been like the best event for rank and link level grinding. And then they took it away from us.
But clearly you can see that like it was planned to just be for like an hour.
Yeah, so
like that like a 10-hour period was not the actual plan.
Yeah, so the original goal, it seems, was that it was just going to be while the stream was live so that everybody could join in to like take down the metal coolers. And unfortunately, because they did the stream early or they did whatever, they did the challenges themselves, took down all the metal coolers, and so then there was no reason for us to have the thing. So it was a little bit unfortunate, but you know,
I think that they could do like, so sometimes in these Ultimate Team like sports games, when there's an issue like that, they'll do what's called a make right. So like if you open up a pack and it's not giving what was supposed to be in the pack, they'll like give it back. So maybe like they'll say like due to the circumstances, like maybe we get a period where it's going to be live again. That's cope for sure, but like who knows? Maybe we do see something, maybe we don't. But it was a fun producer's letter for sure. I think the updates, it's so obvious that they are just the feedback reception that has like transpired over the last few months has been crazy.
Yeah.
So version updates, we fussed up a storm about that, and now it looks like there's a concerned effort to get them at the same time, at least from what they said on the letter. Yeah. I'm just taking the subtitles at face value here. And then also they're bringing back all the re-events. So, you know, it's like clearly they hear like what people are saying. And I think that it kind of made me reflect a little bit where I kind of complain about the complaining.
Yeah.
But maybe it's a necessary thing, like where I just need to be annoyed, but the game ultimately gets more done.
Yeah.
I think that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Like,
yeah,
I'll complain about people complaining, but if it means things are getting done and the game is just taking nonstop W's, then
well, yeah, exactly.
So be it. I'll just be like, you know, I'll be dramatic for no reason.
Yeah. Right. Well,
but I threw.
Go on.
Who's that?
I was just going to say, so you guys probably heard the little Discord ping. So better late than never. We are joined by our third host, Minato. How's it going?
Look, a last minute emergency came up. I'm here. I'm ready to talk about Dokkan.
Yeah, so
they had to finish their Gekishin Squadron match.
That's not what happened. No, I wish.
So, what were your thoughts on the metal cooler takedown stream and everything that they did?
That was funny. Like, I just think that it sucks that we don't have the event, obviously, as you guys said.
Yeah.
But what could you do? The event would have been so good because if you, the math was done, if you had over 340 stamina, you could infinitely farm the event.
Oh, wow.
Because you would always do enough runs to get enough XP to rank up.
Oh, really?
Damn, I'm at like 470.
Well, even at like when you're over like rank 1000.
Yeah.
Oh damn! Oh man, now I'm even more mad that we didn't get it.
Well, here's the thing: it looks like it was only intended to be for an hour.
Okay.
So
for like a period of time, anyway. So,
I don't think you would have been able to get that much done, but it still would have been nice.
Yeah, dude, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, it's unfortunate how that played out, huh?
Yeah.
I will say, typical Dokkan Super defends Dokkan, but this was not a malicious thievery here. This was
it's like the event was kind of designed, even though it would have obviously given us a ton of upsides because people would have just been using it to grind links and ranks, but the whole point was that the event was to make sure that we finished the challenge so that everybody could get 100 stones. And so once that challenge was finished, then they obviously didn't see the need to have the event anymore, which is a shame because it would have been awesome for us, but it is what it is, I guess.
looking at Geppy get scared by a balloon over a couple power level all day.
Well, watching Geppy get electrocuted. That was
yeah.
Matsu would never
Yeah.
suffer for our enjoyment like that. So Geppy is indeed. People need to start apologizing.
Matsu,
people need to apologize to Geppy. The GOAT era is.
Matsu got like Kurt Angle suplexed on the 11th anniversary stream.
Did he?
Remember that? The Sunshine came out and like suplexed
Sunshine,
him?
yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the one? No, it was the year before when he did the fusion dance wrong.
I think that was year
outrageous.
11. So yeah, do you remember it was at the end of the 9th anniversary stream? I'm pretty sure Sunshine did like a special beam cannon. It's like, oh, I wonder what part 2 is, guys.
Yeah. Well, it's almost like this one as well. Like, I wonder what part 2 is with all the events and like the wallpaper and stuff. Like, what could it be? But we'll talk about that, I'm sure, as we get into. So, I guess obviously we talked about the stuff leading into the celebration, so we'll move into the celebration proper, I guess, here in just a moment. So basically we just wanted to say something here together, like us, the team from the Slot 1 Super Podcast. We want to dedicate this episode of the podcast to a member of the Dokkan community who I'm sure many of you know, our boy Raudo. He's a friendly, generous, all-round positive member of our community, and recently has gone through a family tragedy with the loss of his father. So normally we take this time at the start of the show, or sort of the start of the show, to remind you guys that you can support the podcast via your donations and super chats. However, this week we would like to bring to your attention there is a GoFundMe campaign that has been set up to help the family with all of the arrangements. So we would like to ask here from the Slot 1 Super Podcast team, if you want to support the show tonight, do it over there. I will post the link in the chat and pin it. And if you want to help support, if you want to donate, if you like the show, any of that kind of stuff, please do so over there on the GoFundMe for Raudo and his family. If you do want to donate on the stream, do be aware that YouTube does take a cut of like super chats and donations, but obviously any donations that do come in during this stream, all of those proceeds will be donated to the GoFundMe at the end of the show. So please do send your support and your best wishes to Raudo and his family. And just remember, we're all one big community. We appreciate you guys. So be kind to each other. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the show. So
can I say something in like a good note? I'm not being funny.
You certainly can.
Without the support of people like Rao, I probably would not have the platform for the invitation to host this show when Dokkan Assets decided to call it. And you know, it's Rao has been the other two can also speak for this, has been such a kind supporter and has done so much for my channel in terms of memberships and things like that, and just being a consistent supporter.
Yeah.
And you know, without people like him, I don't know if I would have the channel that I do today. So I wanted to personally reach out, make sure they were okay with it, and I'm happy that they were able to give us this green light to be able to hopefully help support, and anything that you can does matter, and it would go a long way.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Thank you very much. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say Rado has been very active in the community for a very long time, and he's just like always just trying to bring up people's spirits, always trying to say just good stuff, and you know, be very positive. So it's very unfortunate to hear that this happens. And again, any support you guys want to give, he would be more than appreciative. And yeah, we hope that we just want to thank you guys for taking the time to listen to this as well.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Rado, shout out to all you guys, all in the community, and yeah, so any support you can show, much appreciated. But yeah, let's we will leave it there. We appreciate you all, and let's get on with the show. So Tech LRB Gohan. So to go on to something less serious, but oh boy, the community, I think you summarized it as well as you could, Vil, with like all this hype from the producer letter where, you know, we saw the animations, which are insane. And then, you know, as I think you said, you tested them out a little bit, went to sleep, and then you wake up and see it's like the meme of Troy coming back into the apartment in Community and everything's on fire, where it's like, oh,
with the pizzas.
Yeah. It's like, oh, people aren't happy about this whole situation, huh?
I would have just said Childish Gambino. Like that's just kind of, I recognize him. Yeah. Donald Glover, I suppose.
Yeah.
So
That's just his character
Yeah,
name. And yeah, I do love Community.
but that's literally that is what it is. Where it was like, because it wasn't like I didn't go to bed happy-go-lucky. I was kind of just like confused a little bit. Where I'm using this Beast Gohan in this seriously serious fight, and it's like he is not dominating the way that I thought he would. And I'm thinking like, okay, maybe it's user error. I just pulled the character. This is my first time using him, and like it's kind of just me like in my run. It's on the stream. I'm kind of just like squinting. I'm like, am I doing something wrong here? And then no, I wake up to, a very large mouthpiece for the community, tweeting like Truth, obviously tweeting that he's a top 15 LR. And I was like, oh, so it wasn't me. And I guess where my user error came in was on the description of the character. This what the producer said, not what Vilify said. He is a strong offensive and defensive character. And with those counters and things like that, you'd think you'd want to put him in slot 1, let him tank all the counters or the normals, counter them back, have the damage reduction, the guard, and all those things. And it wasn't happening. And it was kind of just like, well, I feel like this is how I'm supposed to use the character. And we run into that issue where it feels like he's supposed to be a damage dealer that doesn't have a lot of crit going for him.
Yeah.
And defensively, that first hit, it reminds me a lot of Super Saiyan 4 Goku in a way, where it's like, do you remember in Super Saiyan 4 Goku with that first hit? If it was a super, you lost.
Yeah.
If you didn't dodge it. So I kind of got that vibe a little bit. Just kind of thinking about it, where it's like that first hit really does feel like a lot. And then obviously the argument comes with dupes and things like that. One of my key messages that I like to spread on my channel is that if an LR needs dupes, they're not a good LR. Like on the first day, right? Like this character came out yesterday. I shouldn't need 3 copies to feel like I could use the character.
Yeah.
That's just not how this game has operated over the years.
Yeah, it's definitely like there are characters that, it goes without saying that is the whole point of dupes, right? But like characters that characters are obviously better with dupes, but there are characters that drop sometimes that just feel very, very disappointing at 55%. And yeah, I kind of felt the same way. I didn't get a huge amount of time to use him. Like Vil and I were chatting before the show started, and like obviously because it came with us as a surprise after the producer letter that Gohan was going to drop so soon. So the producer letter was at like 4 a.m. UK time. So I got up super early. My original plan was watch the stream, record a little recap video, then maybe go back to bed for a bit. And then instead I ended up streaming for like 6 hours or something. And we're just waiting for the banner to come out and summoning for him. Because the hype was definitely high. Like when people saw his animations and everything, even when we just saw his kit, like I saw initial reactions, people saying, okay, yeah, he looks pretty good. And then obviously then people started to post like some calcs on Twitter and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, okay. And so then to finish up the stream and finally stop, I did my 55% run. And yeah, like you said, it's like am I doing something? Am I not doing it right here? Because like I feel like he should be better than this, but yeah, I don't think he's bad, but he's definitely not like super, super good or anything. Like I would say he's just good, but he's not like he's not great or like, but again, I'm talking obviously from 55%, but I'm not sure if I've seen his updated. I know Truth said he thinks at 55% he's quite bad, but I don't know what his opinion of like full rainbow version is, because I imagine once you've got a lot of extra attack stat, because he's a character that if you give him like full attack and crit equips, I imagine his damage and his counters will be significantly better. But at 55%, he definitely does feel a little bit underwhelming. So in terms of our summons, I'm assuming that means you did pull him, Vil, if you were talking about using him. So I'm
doing
sounds nice, man.
Congrats, I'm doing the Jello Bob with the Jello gift to Minato right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, where he like shakes the plate.
Yeah.
But it took 450, so nothing crazy. A Whis animation, just Whis flying in. I haven't seen that in forever. I got like a Beerus and Whis on Supervillain Vegeta, but just so I made a mistake. I had to buy some more stones.
Yeah.
And I added 150 too many. So it's like I bought 2 web store packs for like 200. And then I pulled them on that multi to finish the rotation.
Right, okay.
I was like, all right, I guess I'll stop here. But little did I know that it's like this character is kind of dupe reliant, and that's what's frustrating about it, because it's just like buffing summonable characters is not their MO. And
yeah.
I don't know if it's to a point where he needs to be buffed. Like, I wouldn't hate it, but like, I don't know how to word this without sounding like it's like mega cope. It's just like, not every release new LR is going to be the number one LR, but I definitely don't think his performance is nowhere. Like, we're going to bring up that word again, cromulent. Like, he doesn't even feel cromulent. Like, he feels below what he should be.
Yeah.
But I also think that character in specific just has such a reputation in these games where we look at Blue Beast almost killed Legends and Ultra Beast, you know, whatever. And then obviously in Dokkan, we had the Beastless incident, but STR Beast almost felt like an apology for that with how crazy he was.
Yeah.
So we see the initial reveal. The consensus on Twitter before he released was like, this is number one. This guy's going to be the best. I was pretty caught up in the hype when I said, go ahead and summon. And so I think that this character, the expectation was, UI Goku, you had a good run, but I'm back. It's Beast time, and that's just not what happened here.
Yeah.
But I just don't think, like, it's so tough to talk about this, because it's like, do we think that a buff is needed in the context that we know they probably won't do it?
Yeah. I don't know, because I mean, this is the thing. I haven't used him as much yet as I obviously will over the next day or two, because I did that 55% showcase, and then because I'd been up for so long and everything, I kind of just stopped there. So I've only really done that one run, and I really want to test him out on like other teams and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. He definitely seems underwhelming, which is unfortunate, because obviously I'm sure we would probably all agree. I assume that like his animations are awesome, like next level kind of stuff, but he just feels very underwhelming as a character.
I really like that they decided to not go with the traditional superhero style. And so it's like, we got Beast Gohan with that sort of 2D look. And I think that it's very clear that when they get in, it's like, you can kind of tell, like, when they do this style of animations, like the Dokkan original 2D, there's kind of like, I always can't think of the right word for it, but it's almost like there's a motion blur to them.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can tell right away. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, they cooked. And with this one, you could tell from the opening shot that they showed, where it was like, oh yeah, this is going to be really good. And they got away from that kind of superhero style that I think isn't everybody's cup of tea, but I think it looks better than I thought it was going to look when the movie dropped. I remember vividly where it was like, this whole thing is CGI or something like that. I'm like, this is going to be horrible. And then when like we got around to it, it was like, oh, that wasn't so bad. Like, that actually looked pretty good. But yeah, I mean, animations, they knocked it out of the park. Visually, this character has everything.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. But yeah, Minato, so you say you haven't pulled him. What was your experience like?
Bad.
Have you gone deep? What's happened?
Yes.
Okay, that bad.
I'm like 1,000 stones in. So.
Oh well, you're almost done.
No, I'm like 500 stones away still. Yeah, I guess you could say.
With extra SSRs.
Yeah.
1,000 stones with extra SSRs. You're not close.
I'm like 230 coins.
So you're like 300 away.
Not really.
You said you're at 230. It's going to take 7 multis. That's 350 without extra SSRs.
True. But still, I'm not summoning anymore.
I would say you're like $90 away if you wanted to do it today.
No, I just don't. I just don't care, bro. Like,
no, I get it. I'm just making fun, but yeah. And how was the EU event today?
It was fine.
You had a good time?
Yeah, it was fun.
I'm gonna get you to say more than a sentence.
Bro, I'm annoyed. I can't. I'm here because I want to be here, but like when I think about Dokkan right now, I get mad. So I was like, it's tough. It's tough when I could talk about anything else except for summons. Like that's all I care about.
Okay, well, we animations, like we kind of branched out a little bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, like what? I'm sorry. What do you mean by that?
We were talking about the 2D style and the CGI and things like that, and kind of how they got the visuals of Beast Gohan. Like,
I wasn't there. That's why. But I think that is really cool.
Like right now, that was literally
it was like 30 seconds ago.
Oh no! See, I'm just like You guys started
Zonin.
talking about summoning, and then I started tuning out because I really hate summons. So
It's okay. Yeah.
I hate summoning in this game just sucks, bro. It's just like it's
Let me give
actually
you something Let me give you something to piggyback off of then. They introduced super attack skipping before summon skipping.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even in the game yet.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
They introduced
it'll come out
like
next week with Cooler, no?
I think
That's
so.
what I
probably.
saw.
So it's like, yeah, I mean, the whole point of like one of the biggest appeals of the game is the super attack animation. It's like, yeah, you don't have to watch them anymore.
I
Yeah,
mean, that's
You have to wait.
well,
You do have to
you're
wait,
saying
but-
you're saying that, but that's not obviously how it works. Like it's this is something that they should have added into the game.
Mhm.
Like I don't want to sit through the same super attack animation 4 times when I know it's like
yeah,
okay,
festival.
this is how it looks.
We're running out of excuses for festival.
We're just thinking about the year 10, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
certain characters.
Check out our Broly.
Yeah,
Final
It's a
Form
great,
Cooler.
yeah,
the
it's a great
gods,
change. Yeah.
right.
Like it is
I
a good
just-
change.
I just thought it was funny that like they're able to do that and standbys and all these different things, but we can't get like the one skip summon button we've been asking for.
I mean, there
for
probably
years.
isn't like a huge request for skip summon.
That's fair. It's just whales.
Like in comparison to the amount of
Mhm.
complaints for festival
that's
like
Yeah.
that.
I don't know. I feel
Like-
like skip summoning is a thing I see all the time on like comments on tweets and stuff. Like it's.
I mean,
something, like,
we say like
I just
we
want
could
the
say
option.
that, but it would be nice to get it.
Yeah.
But I think if we compare the complaints between festival and the complaints between not having, a
I would
skip
agree
with
there.
feature, the thing is that when you think of, okay, let's say like with festival, like the past year or so, when someone is thinking of, oh, here's a survey, what's the thing I want to complain about the most?
Mhm.
Festival was, I think, it's in a lot of people's tops like complaints because they don't really like the super long mode and having to wait so long, and especially since the year 10s are their babies, or the year 7 LRs are like their babies almost. I would assume that's also like, you know, a big part of it. More people have used the year 7 LRs, right? So
Yeah.
Mhm.
then they care about like a skip summon feature. But that's my opinion. I think that obviously a skip summon feature would be nice to add in the future, but
Yeah.
like you don't
we
think
can-
about skip summon feature until you're actually summoning. Well,
That's true.
just by playing the game, you see the issue with having the same animation play a billion times.
Yeah.
That's why I think people think more about that.
That's true.
Well, when I'm watching physical UI Goku's animations, I want to see every frame. I put it on ×1. I'm kidding.
I mean, yeah, that's awesome, man. I have the EX Super set to play in full for once a day.
Yeah,
because it's
same.
peak.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
have the EXs on once per day. I think it's cool because it's funny because skipping super attack animations. It's like you said, Phil. It's a lot of the time. There are some people that have said straight up to me when the discussion has come up about skip super attacks and stuff. Phil basically said like some people just play the game for the animations, so they don't really care about skipping. And obviously, the only time it really is an issue is in those longer events and stuff, and the gods are one of the biggest examples, like especially in festival, because especially early on when they're not doing a lot of damage, like I don't want to sit and watch their 12 key super like 5 times, so
Hitting for 8 mil.
yeah, exactly. So it is it's an interesting change. I think it's one of those things that outside of playing a festival run I probably won't use it, but you know, it's
Oh, if I'm off camera, I'll use it. Like it's like if I'm playing this game off camera, it's like people said like, do you ever turn off skip active skills? I'm like, if I'm off camera, absolutely not.
yeah.
Like after I see it like 5 times, I'm
Oh, you
probably
mean-
fine.
So you mean absolutely yes? That was confusing.
Yeah, yeah.
You said because you said do you turn them
No.
off and then absolutely not.
Yeah.
So you do turn them off. So you skip the animations.
Like turn off the skip button is what I meant. Like to watch active skills. That's what I meant.
yeah, because I like.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because it all depends. Because a lot of the time, if I'm doing stuff off camera, especially if it's like grinding or something, then I'll have the animations off. But yeah, on the odd occasion where it's just like, especially when new units have come out, if I'm off camera and it's like, I really want to try out like this team build against this event, then sometimes I will like throw on the intros and like just watch everything just to like soak it all in. But yeah, a lot of the time, apart from like showcase
Drink it in.
videos, I pretty much just have the animations like turned off all the time. So, but
Just reminds me of Omega's counter. Drink it in.
grind it in.
Is it grind it in?
Yeah.
Grinded. Did you say drink?
Yeah.
What does that even mean,
Hey,
bro?
hey. I got 4 of the 5 letters. DRIN.
True.
All
It's
right.
fair. It's fair.
I play in Japanese, okay? Like that's I don't.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Sometimes
Grind it in.
it's grinded in,
I
and now
play
it's drink
JP2,
it
man.
in. Yeah,
Yes, drink it in.
You're
now.
just a gamer.
Someone
I don't know what
do
to tell you.
an edit.
True.
Where's Mega Nice when you need him?
I remember one time I'm like, "What have you not made bald?" And then he made the Ichigo on the screen bald.
Yep.
I'm like, you know what?
Fair.
I can't I can't be mad at that.
Drink it in. Let's go. Yeah, so I guess going back to just talking about Beast Gohan in general.
Yeah.
So would you say you've changed your thoughts now that it's definitely not worth summoning for
I
most
think
people
Deborah's
are.
worth summoning for.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. I did actually that was my one bit of luck. That like I didn't have
Yeah.
Deborah going into this banner just based on the timing of when his banner came out and everything. I decided to skip his banner like completely outside of
Well,
I did
you know what's
I
ironic
did the
about
3
that?
multis for the summon points, but I posted the screenshot earlier. Not only did I pull my first Deborah, but I pulled the Yakon banner, his banner unit
you bitch.
in the same multi. And I didn't have either of them.
I didn't even get Deborah, dude. Oh my god!
and then I got a dupe for
I hate
Deborah
you.
as well. So I was I went from not having
Okay.
Deborah and Yakon to having 69% Deborah and Yakon. And then
Do you know what's ironic about that?
what's that?
Deborah comes back on a banner where he's probably better than the summonable character.
Yeah, I was gonna
When
say.
Deborah's initial banner was really just like mini Forku and super easy AUI on a banner. Like that's what people were summoning for. So like people summoned for Deborah because they wanted other characters. And then,
Wait, because Golden Freeze like Gogeta as well.
Well. Now we're summoning for Deborah instead.
Yeah.
But
Wasn't Golden Freeze like Gogeta on the banner too?
yes.
Yeah, I think so.
It's funny
Here's why,
because on both banners she's better than the Tanabata unit. You could argue. But what sucks about my summon is that I got 2 Tech UIs, Vegeta Trunks, the HL Super Saiyans, and a cooler. I got those 4 characters, and that's all I got. I didn't get any of the new characters or Deborah, and I don't have Deborah, so that's awesome.
The issue I ran into was with Trunks and Vegeta. I pulled both of them on free multis, so I couldn't even coin them.
Yeah, that's
so it was like most of the like I said, like I was very actively like coin counting when I was doing those multis, where it's like, all right, I'll take 3 unfeatured because it's 9 coins, and stuff like that. So it was very much like what I was thinking. And then like I get like a fusion on a freebie, I'm like, this could be it. And then it's just Trunks and Vegeta. I'm like, oh, I can't even coin them.
Yeah, that's the most annoying thing about getting the free.
So now I just have 2 Trunks and Vegeta sitting in the box, but I don't know. Maybe they'll make for a paperweight or something. But was that just my train of thought completely? I feel like I didn't have anything. I guess I put the Rainbow Star on Tech UI. My beautiful Tech Ultra Instinct Goku that I spent Dragon Stones on that summer banner to put the orbs on last year.
Damn, okay.
And I don't even think those orbs are good anymore because of that stupid Whis event.
Yeah.
So it's just a waste across the board. It happens.
Damn. Yeah, that is unfortunate. So what do you guys think about the banner unit Piccolo? Because I saw some interesting comments and stuff, because his passive definitely, when I read it, it was certainly interesting, that's for sure.
Let me look at him again.
Fortunately, I misread the because when I read that he seals himself, I was very confused until I reread it and realized that he only does it 1 time. But because after we watched his super attack animation and stuff, and I was like, oh, his super attack animation's pretty funny, but what's the point? Because he's never going to do it. And then I realized he only does it like 1 time. But
he's like me running to defend Dokkan in the TUR art. Like it's funny, but his passive is certainly like a book here. There's a lot going on.
He has a longer passive.
We got a scouter from the 5th turn. Yeah, I think I saw a comment like you could fit 4 Beast Gohans in here.
Yeah,
I don't mind a simple character if they're good.
Well,
you just needed a bit more.
Yeah,
like
the passive can be short and straightforward if the character is really good. Like that's fine. But
so let's see. Support with low HP. Yeah, I like that 90% dodge on low HP. So like he's giving 20% support. He's got crit. He's giving more support, excuse me. He's giving 50% support in the third slot if he has low HP.
I think in total it's
also,
like if he's in slot 3 and you get the proc below 30%, it's like 100% or something for that turn. 30, and then like 80, 60% like for 3 turns or something crazy. Because it's like 40% for the rotation that he's on, and then 60% for 3 turns. So it's like 100% for the rotation he's on, and then
so he's
60% for the next 2 turns. Right. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's got 2 separate procs of 90% dodge. So from the first turn in slot 2.
Yeah.
And then if you're on low HP. So at the beginning of the fight, he's going to give you basically a guaranteed dodge, and then he's going to do it again. But he also, if he doesn't dodge with that 90%, he also has KO survival, and then Beast Gohan can also give him that too.
Yeah.
And Beast Gohan is giving him additional damage reduction on his support. I mean, he looks for a banner unit. This is pretty good.
I think the banner unit looks really good. I think a lot of people thought he was bad for some reason. I truly don't understand. As they look at, it's like again, people look at things like very face value, and they don't think beyond like, oh, why did this part stuck? Why did he heal himself? And it's like, well, if you actually read the kit, that's literally some of the things I saw people saying. It's like, and if you actually read the kit and think about how the kit works, you realize, oh, this could help with many units on the superhero team. Especially, this actually helps a lot with LR Orange Piccolo getting his passive, power ranking Piccolo. Because he has the passive of being low HP that can get his passive activated. He's providing so much support. It's actually insane how much support he provides. Like, he's doing quite a bit of support there. And he's just another character like Kai Goku, where he sits in slot 3. Okay, he takes a attack, but then he has a 90% chance to dodge after that. So it's very hard to kill him.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, he is still technically dodge or die, but then he heals at the end of the turn anyways.
Yeah.
You know what was disappointing? I forgot to mention this. I was kind of hoping this Tanabata LR was a tag unit, because now he's not going to be LR. So it's like...
Well, I mean...
it doesn't really matter.
Gap him. So
yeah, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. But at least at the moment where I was like, man, this couldn't have just been like plus Piccolo.
Yeah, that's what I was really.
I would have liked that too.
There would have been a reversible exchange.
I guess on paper, it's like just give me what I want. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just give me Beast Gohan. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things where it's like we'll deal with it later. And I was thinking like potentially, who knows, if maybe like a character could go in slot 2 to bridge that gap anyway. Like maybe physical Ultimate Gohan is still good at the time. Because like then STR Beast just goes to slot 1 and then Beast Gohan becomes a floater. I don't know.
Yeah, my hope, like I say, was that it was going to be reverse exchange, start off as, because I thought the best way to do it, because we know that Beast is like the hype, so start off as Orange Piccolo, have him be like a crazy slot 1, like turn 1 tank, and then have the reverse exchange just literally be available on the next turn, and then you can bring out Beast Gohan and he just goes crazy and does loads of damage. But yeah, unfortunately, because I would love to, we still need a standalone Orange Piccolo, so hopefully that's something we'll see at some point. But I mean, I guess it's like anything, when they do a celebration based around one of the movies or one of the sagas, then we are only left to speculate how long it will be before they go back to that same thing again. So it probably will be a while until we actually get to see a standalone Orange Piccolo, because we did mention it briefly earlier with the wallpaper that's available from the event and stuff. But I guess do you have any speculation that you think is outside of the box at all for what the part 2 LR is going to be, or are we all
you never know
confident with the prediction?
Yeah, we never know, right? Well, yeah, it's going to be Beast.
It's going to be Beast.
It's going to be so max.
It's going to be Beast again. Sorry. Another Beast, but he's actually good.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
There are cats out there that want that. It's just like the same exact thing again.
Probably, huh?
If the community had their way, like every celebration would just be double Gogeta. And I'd be okay with it. I think I'd be all right with that. Just 17 Gojitas a year. Nobody ever is disinterested in the game. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, every filler, every like main celebration is a new Gogeta, and every filler Dokkan Fest is a new Vegito. And then there you go.
That's it.
Yeah.
And
then they alternate for the next year. But yeah, I mean, I think it's fairly obvious it's going to be Cell Max going along with the normal Tanabata sort of format. It's pretty much always the part 2 is a character who fought the character in part 1, so seems pretty straightforward. And obviously the wallpaper, as we mentioned, that you unlock from the event, literally is
that event's kicking my ass.
Beast
right now.
Gohan fighting Cell Max. Dude, I had like one attempt at it earlier. As well, I was saying, like, because I've been up for so long and already done so much other stuff, I was just like, yeah, I'm going to take a break now. So I haven't, I had one attempt
I'm trying Roma Gods. It's not working.
Probably that'll be my projects for the video for tomorrow, is try and get those runs done. But I found the Seriously Serious one wasn't as hard this time around, because there was one minor change, which I thought was quite nice, is rather than having to use a full type disadvantage team, they made it so you only had to have 5 AGL characters. So I just used the strat of using Daima Goku and a Rainbow Daima Goku friend, and then everybody else on the team AGL, and just let him do boatloads of damage. And then it was quite straightforward. So that was good at least. But yeah, I can't say. You said it's been whooping your butt a little bit. So what are your thoughts on the new event? Because like I said, I haven't really got a chance to play it much. So
since I'm focusing on talking, it's kind of like I'm very much just like kind of playing the turn, and then it's like I look down and I'm dead. I'm mainly failing like physical God Goku, like the Super Saiyan portion isn't dodging. I've died twice to that now.
Oof.
And that's about it, really.
Yeah,
lock in, man.
Because he hits super hard, and I know he has scripted actions as well, which is
also I'm not using the Forsaken things that I could press the button and then enable some buffs. I'm not doing that right now. So I'm sure a Whis I could have been done a long time. Maybe if we had the Fruited Tree, it might still.
Yeah, dude, man, the number of people that asked me in the stream today that were like, "Oh, I didn't get round to doing like this event or this thing, like, and it's whooping my butt. Like, what should I do?" And it's like, well, I just used the fruit, so I don't know what to tell you.
Said, yeah.
Like, I basically cleared through all of the last of those cooler like events by just using Omega's team. It was Omega, turn 1, Whis, Fruit of the Tree of Might. His AoE does like half their damage, and then next turn, Fruit of the Tree of Might again, win. Like, I was
doing the same thing.
Like, because I made a video about that item and how crazy it was, but it's just like, yeah, literally, if there's any missions in the game that you haven't done because they were kind of hard, as long as they're not no item missions, it's like, now's your opportunity. Yeah. Just take that item into these events and just absolutely destroy everything.
I did it was great. A G4 nuke test, and I got him to over 1 billion. It was like 1.1 billion, I think.
Jeez.
On the punching machine. Where it was just like, let me see what I can do with 8 items at my disposal here, and like a bunch of support. It was fun.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like, I mean, when the game's appeal has always been just bigger numbers, like something like that is just fire.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you like 1 billion attack stats, or Majin Vegeta's EX hitting for like 500 million? It's like, okay, yeah, let's have at it. That's what it was tough though. Like, it's a shame that they had to take that out, but it was probably for good reason. I mean, I don't know if you could just have that in the game at all times.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I talked about it a little bit when I was trying to discuss it, like in that video. But it's like, I feel like if they made it an item that was just, it was that good forever and it was never going to get nerfed, it would be one of those.
Creep around it.
Not only that, but it would end up being one of those things. It's like the typical RPG meme where you just keep them all in your inventory until like it's like, well, I need to save this for when something really hard comes out. And then you don't end up using them, whereas at least by making them limited, it was kind of like screw it, like I can just go crazy and have fun and do like, you know,
I didn't use enough,
test out, but yeah, I did.
I didn't use most of it.
It's all right.
I was like, I want to save them.
In fact, how many do I have left? Let's have a look.
Well, like just for collection purposes rather than anything else.
Yeah, if nothing else, I would have kept at least one, but I ended up not using that many overall. Yeah, I have 107 of them left. I don't know how many we got in total to start with, but I did some funny stuff like trying out some of the not the most recent, because obviously those events will still hit super hard, but tried out doing some slightly older, difficult events with the heroes team using the fruit to give them the buff. But obviously some of those events, like, you know, Rose and Zamasu from the GDC last year and stuff like that, was still a bit crazy. But yeah, that was definitely
an interesting
something fun to do.
Yeah, poor heroes doomed.
You know, I got a comment on my stream yesterday talking about where are the heroes EZAs, and I'm like, I think I have a channel you'll like.
Yeah, where are they, Dokkan? You said you would continue to buff the crossover characters. Wow, this is the problem. Unfortunately, is the post that they made never specifically said that they would actually EZA the characters. The wording of it was like very specifically like
they posted you.
It's like, yeah, it's like we will continue to buff crossover like characters in the future. But they didn't actually say, like, you know, EZAing the old heroes units. Because obviously, you know, it's going to be November in a few months' time. We're going to be 2 years from the last hero celebration and still not a whisper about what's going to happen.
Sami Zayn beat Cody Rhodes? What? I'm sorry. Sami Zayn's the champ?
Damn. You didn't expect that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's true.
I Crown Jewel was on, not Crown Jewel, Night of Champions was on before this. I was watching it before we did this.
Apologies to anyone that just got randomly spoiled on that.
It just happened. It's live. What are we talking about?
Well, yeah, someone might be here listening to this and then they're going to watch it afterwards.
If it's live, it's live.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, Brad.
Good old yeah, but obviously they don't actually care.
Vilified, dude.
I'm not hearing this. If you cared, you'd be watching.
He cooked you.
But you're listening to the podcast instead. So I appreciate you guys being here.
That's fire.
I'm messing around. I'm sorry if you got spoiled. That wasn't my intention.
It's Biz dragging on way too long.
Right. So, I had a thought about the producer letter and then I just lost it. I wanted to circle back to this.
What the actual
producer letter?
Like,
what happened? Well, it's just like during it, yeah, like updates and things like that.
Yeah, so
we
talked about
Frontier.
Yeah,
they removed the whole purpose of Frontier. They just like, yeah, you can use whatever you want.
Well, only in the extra mode, right?
Yeah, so that's
not
the
for
thing.
all Frontiers.
Yeah, so it's like a special like extra mode, which I think is cool because obviously a lot of people's big complaint with Frontier at the moment, like as we've talked about in the past, like I've said this before, I like the idea of Frontier. I think it's cool, like the design, some of the way the mechanics work, I think is fun. But like Namek was a bad choice, or at least Namek and then not dropping a bunch of like extra buffs for Namek and like was a bad choice. So it feels like a kind of weird, almost doing a full 180 that then rather than making the next one like a better category that has a lot more options, they just made it like a bonus sort of mode that is, you can just use whatever you want. Because I assume that means obviously like the next proper like main one will just be another saga again. But I feel like this is that cool kind of middle ground as like a little extra bonus part of it that, yeah, people then won't have to complain about the characters that you have to use because you can use whatever you want. So I think that'll be interesting. Whether that means that the difficulty level is going to be significantly increased because obviously you can just use like the best units in the game now. So that will be certainly interesting. But yeah, looking forward to seeing what they do because it's the Red Ribbon Army edition.
Yeah,
so it's
because it's a DB Saga one, and instead of them making it like DB Saga like restricted, it is just like anyone. So I think that's fair. Because DB Saga is also arguably actually DB Saga is in a much better spot than Frieza Saga, but probably would have still given people a lot of the same issues. I think that it'll be interesting to see, like, us being able to actually use Frontier for characters that we want to use, right?
Yeah.
I think it'll be helpful with like the number crunch and things like that, where players were concerned. Where Daimagoku, he's probably not going to be hitting for 150 million, but that's okay because I think at Frontier you're not really going to need that.
Yeah.
And it does address like one of the major concerns with that mode, where I liked the intention. I think that they had a good idea. I just think they kind of flubbed it.
Yeah.
And that's a byproduct of Namek not being very good. It's a byproduct of them probably not playtesting it enough for the missions, at least. I'll be honest, I don't think I've done the last couple nodes.
Yeah, I was
because like I've just heard it's hell, and I'm like, I just don't know if I care enough.
I think like beating the nodes isn't that bad.
Maybe I did.
It's
I don't
the
remember.
missions for the nodes that is the worst part. I was beating my head against the 2 turns one for like days, like doing it on stream for like a full hour for like after some news came out, like the second half of the stream, just like repeatedly trying the event. Because yeah, like I say, I like the mode in general, but my god, some of those missions, like who decided it was a good idea for this 2-turn mission for node 24? You've got to beat a 2-phase fight in 2 turns, and in phase 1 the boss very regularly supers in slot 1 and stuns with their super attack. So like half your attempts, it's like, oh well, he supered in slot 1, so I've immediately lost this run because now my unit in slot 1 is stunned. Well, there was 2 different strategies. One of them was using like the manga freezer and physical full power freezer for turn 1. But the number of times I would have that manga freezer not dodge a super in slot 1 and just get killed. So as much as I do like the mode to a certain extent, I think it has a lot of potential. God, some of the mission design was just awful. Like, I don't know, what were they thinking with some of these missions? But yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, be interesting to see what the Red Ribbon one is like. I don't know if it's just gonna, is it, because I know we see like Kid Goku on the art that they showed, but I wonder if it's gonna be like some of the nodes will be from DB Saga, some of the nodes will be like versus some of the androids, and then like the last nodes could be like Cell Max and stuff. That'd be interesting to see. But because it's like the whole spanning of the Red Ribbon Army, kind of like the Red Zone that they did, right? The Red Ribbon Army one that spanned across all of those characters. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that works out. There's another interesting update as well. Somebody actually in the chat mentioned when we started saying about Frontier, the update to Battlefield, which I thought was quite interesting, especially
doesn't that come out tonight?
Newer players. The new Battlefield comes out on Monday.
Monday, okay.
Well, it's Monday morning for me, so I think it's like late Sunday night if you're in like the Pacific time zone. But yeah, it's like the full Battlefield reset for the new Battlefield 100. And yeah, the big change is that you don't have to now pick like, well, it's not even 100 anymore, is it? I can't remember. You need less because there's less fights, but you don't have to pick a selection of units and then when you start the fights, only pick from those units. You now get to basically just use any units you want from your box, which is just a lot easier because like I'm one of those people that I will very often just forget to update my Battlefield teams. And so I'll jump into one and then realize that like I haven't put any of like the new characters that I've pulled from the last like 3 months into any of my teams, but then I just can't be bothered. And then by the time I finished it all, I forget to do it again. So that will make it a lot easier. And obviously it makes it a little bit easier and I think a bit more accessible for newer players and stuff as well, to be able to just jump in and do those fights.
It's important. It's just, you know, new players are the heart and soul of this game, I swear.
Yeah. Because yeah, what was the other, let me just find the image again.
I was a little confused by like what they were showing us. It's just you don't have to select characters anymore. It's just like you just go in with the full box, I guess.
Yeah, so literally you just go in like you would normally. You skip the first bit, so you'll go into like the first page where you see the first fight. You click on it, and then rather than picking from the like 40 characters that you'd pick, you just get your whole box, and you just like you would for any event. You can just make any team. So, oh yeah, that was it. The other thing, they added a new sorting feature. So once you've picked like your 2 leads, there's then like an option where it will sort and show the characters that fit on those leader skills. So that makes it a lot easier to run category leads and stuff. Because that was the other thing. I would find it too difficult. Like, I don't make notes, you know, on like who I've put in as my Battlefield characters. So I've always just stuck with I just ran like 10 mono teams. And then I didn't have to remember like, whose leader skill am I putting this guy on? Because if you're running multiple category teams, and then you go into one of the fights, and then you accidentally pick somebody who is on that category, but you were supposed to use them on a different category team later, and then you realize you don't have enough of those category characters left. Like, that was all too much thinking for me for that mode, so I just stuck to the old mono leads. But this will make that a lot easier, because you can use your entire box and you can filter it by like who will go on this leader's leader skill. So it'll just make things a lot easier in general for everyone. So the other funny thing as well is the stuff from the data download is the art for the Lord Lude boss. Did you see this with the the animated art?
I did see that, yeah.
So not only is he the boss, the final boss of the new Battlefield, but because he has like multiple arts that are animated, he potentially is going to be the next Battlefield
Super Saiyan
LR.
Goku, dude. Physical Super Saiyan God Goku is frauding me out so hard in this event right now. Like,
oh no,
I'm gonna lose it. Like, I had him dead to rights, and the AOE Super got me.
That's unfortunate.
Right,
game you could say?
Lord Lude.
Lord Lude.
I got this chair is a lazy boy. It's not a racing gaming chair, so that may be it.
Yeah, let me look for, because you can find the cards that are just bosses, I think, can't you?
It's Bandai said like this can't just be like the month of Gohan across both the gachas. So like Gohan and Trunks is the best unit in Legends right now, and then Revival Gohan is getting a Zenkai. So Revival Gohan Zenkai has been a meme for years, and we finally got it, but it came at the price of LR Beast not being like that good. So it's like, yeah, we'll see.
It's so funny because Geppu was like, "We hope you feel like his invincibility as it was during the movie." And it's like, well,
yeah. Invincibility is the best part.
Well, I guess
like,
I think they meant
we could showcase Beast in all his greatness.
Yeah, it's like he meant about the active skill, which, well, I guess we didn't talk about that. Like, that is kind of a fun effect, but I'm not sure how often that will sort of come into play and like clutch save you a run. But it is kind of cool because
this team isn't really like a dodge or die team where it would really matter.
You know what unit I really like, and I'm happy that I got super lucky on his summons? That AGL Ultimate Gohan and Gamma 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that character, for just whatever reason, I have them rainbowed, and it's just like, every time I use them, I'm like, oh, you are such a treat.
Yeah, mine, I think I only have like one dupe in mine, and it's like, on the active skill turn, like, bro gets up to, if he does like a fourth super, he's like over 100 million. He goes like 87, like 92, 97, and then like over 100 if he does a fourth one. Like,
and he has a
crazy.
senzu beam.
And mine is like one dupe as well. Like, it's wild.
Yeah.
The only thing about him that is a bit disappointing is currently a lot of the events, because bosses are having so much HP now, like, go on for quite a while, and once you go past like 5 turns, then he can't, like, he's, for a lot of the team builds, like when he came out, he was like the slot 1 tank, but then after 5 turns he can't tank anymore, so you have to have somebody else to kind of take his place, which, depending on how you build the team, is obviously not impossible to do, but it kind of just depends how the first part of the event goes. But yeah, I'm very, very impressed with that unit overall. Still super fun to use.
Yeah, he's really good stuff.
Yeah, it's
not much to say about it.
It's just like, it's nice when TURs are good, and I think they've done a good job with that this year. Where Metal Cooler Army, we're having serious conversations about their placement on how good they are. Deborah obviously was a dog. We talk about the New Year's TURs, Gamma 2 and Piccolo. Like, I don't have a gauge for that character. I gotta use them more.
Yeah, they're good, but they don't have that same like impact, I think, that like Gohan and Gamma 1 do. Or, Gamma 1.
Speaking of the Gammas, you probably know where I'm going with this. Limited time buffs. I will say, I did predict the future. We were kind of messing around with like who's going to get limited time buffs, and I was like, I wonder if the Gammas get.
What is it? Like, are they getting limited time buffs?
Yeah, I think I missed that.
Yeah, the TUR Gammas, yeah.
Because they talked
STR
about
Gamma 1, AGL Gamma 2, AGL Future Gohan and Trunks. I'm telling you, it was in the producer letter. I'm not tripping. AGL Future Gohan and Trunks.
Yeah, no, I saw them in the Redstone lineup, but I didn't think they were getting limited time buffs.
Yeah, that was the only thing I
limited
thought,
time
because
buffs?
they got mentioned in the stream, but that was because they were being added to the Redstone thing. It's like AGL LR feature.
Oh,
Garden
did I
trucks.
misread it?
I mean, well, that's the thing. I'm not sure. I might have misread it because
Yeah, part of the limited time lineup. Not limited
Oh,
buff.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This guy.
I just misread it. I saw limited time. I thought it was buff.
Right. Yeah, no, they're just being added
I'm
to the
sorry. Drink it in.
Drink it in.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not perfect. Okay, a lot's going on during those streams. I'm trying to read chat.
Yeah,
it's
no,
a
I know.
whole
That's
thing.
why. That's why I thought. I just missed it, and that they did say that.
Yeah.
Because you get distracted when you're
Yeah,
reading the chat
exactly.
and all that
I
kind
wouldn't
of
be.
stuff. So yeah, it's
I'm a Dragon Ball fan. Okay.
that is true. That is true. We never beaten the allegations.
I said that on stream too. Oh my god, I feel so silly.
Oopsie.
At least you didn't say it in an education video.
No. Well, my education video about should you summon? Yikes.
Oops. Yeah.
Didn't do good? Oh
No,
fuck.
it did fine. It's just I think like you can get away with summoning on this because it's really hype. And this character's probably not coming. He's probably not coming back till Saiyan Day.
Well,
so if
that's
you want
true
this
though. Like
Gohan-
again, people act like this character is like unusable, but he's not. He's good.
So-
He's just not like crazy
Yeah.
cracked.
I just said have fun.
Yeah.
Like it's at the end of the day, like you're probably gonna enjoy using this character even if he frustrates you. Like I know, but
Yeah, it's like we said earlier, right? He's not bad. He's just not like super.
You can make him
crazy or
work very
anything.
easily.
Like, yeah,
expectations were just high for this character, and I don't think he delivered on that. But then there's also a level of like it almost feels unacceptable. And that's unfortunate. Almost. I don't know.
yeah, because he very
Yeah,
much
but-
is a character that's up there, that level of like people want him to be super, super good. Like,
Well,
every
it's like
release.
that's the legacy you live on when you are the strongest release this game's ever done. Like
True.
then like the next one, because it's always how is Dokkan going to top this? And then when their attempt just blows up in their face, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, Gohan would be better with the Tree of Might fruit. I'll put that in the chat. It's like yeah, some people aren't afraid to use a Whis, but I don't know if that's not me. I feel like when you're evaluating a character, if the evaluation is they need a Whis, that says a lot about the character.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, maybe I can use a Whis for them to be viable, but if that's at the fault of the character, that's like not a good sign.
yeah, exactly.
It's not even an ego thing at
Yeah.
that point. When we're talking about evaluation, like it's like you know, STR Beast never needed a Whis.
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting.
And his protection was a lot better than what Beast Gohan's is. This new Beast Gohan's is like all allies surviving KO attacks is cool. Like that certainly does add survivability to the team, but it's nowhere near like as powerful as the taunt was, in my opinion.
No, not at all. Because obviously it's only once per turn as well. So if something crazy happens and a unit, because the survive KO attack is the same sort of mechanic that we already have. So they will survive the KO mechanic once and you go to 1 HP. And then if that unit's getting hit again,
exactly, tells.
then you die. So the only way it's
Mhm.
like super good, I could imagine like if you get the perfect RNG, like the clutch scenario is where you have like, because obviously it's the active skill turn, so he gets a massive buff. So in some situations you can put him in slot 1 on the active skill turn. It would have to be a case of the ideal situation, which would be a great Twitter clip, but you have Beast Gohan in slot 1, and then the unit in slot 2 and the unit in slot 3 are only getting attacked one time each, because then, you know, one of them could get hit, you'll get dropped to 1 HP, and then the one in slot 3 will get hit for 0, and you survive the turn because they can both survive KO attacks one time. But the chances of that actually happening in practice, in like a legit run, in like a difficult event, and then that saves you the run, probably fairly slim, I would imagine. But yeah, it's one of those. It'd be super cool if you managed to get it to happen, but not something you would probably be expecting to happen on these runs, right? So it's an interesting, fun sort of mechanic. It's not something we've seen before, but as you said, I would agree. Like just having to straight up taunt is way more, like, is way better, like way more powerful of an ability. But yeah, I mean, as Minato said, like people act like the unit is completely terrible, unusable, which isn't the case. He's just unfortunately a little bit disappointing to what people wanted to see him be. So it kind of just is what it is. But I guess the other thing as well from the producer letter that had some mixed responses, at least from what I saw, is we had the announcements for the EZAs for,
of course,
the worldwide download celebration, Dokkan Fest, like part 1 units basically, Dokkan Fest LR Cooler and Carnival Tech LR Goku. So yeah,
it does beg a question, like with that.
Yeah,
where do the counterparts fit in? Part 2?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they just have to be, because I mean, that's the thing. The AGL Super Saiyans are on the Part 1 banner, so I guess that means Birdcoo and Metal Cooler will just have to be on the Cell Max banner in Part 2.
So think about do you guys remember the Tech UI? This was definitely different for global, but if we're talking about like the canon schedule, I believe we had 3 LR EZAs for Tanabata during 2024. Minato, do you remember? It was Goku, MVP 17, Physical 17 of Frieza, and then Tech Jiren. Did somebody else EZA during that celebration that I'm missing?
I think we got sub EZAs, but that's it.
Okay.
Because it's like I'm thinking 4
I'm pretty sure
EZAs.
Well, I thought I know that the Tech Android 18 EZA, those characters, AGL Fitboo, like those characters also EZA, but I don't know if any other LR EZA.
Let me. I'll look while we're talking, but
at least not at the top of my head.
Yeah, like I think a 4 EZA Tanabata isn't like crazy. I don't think that's like we're asking it to like that's not like overzealous demands, if you will.
Yeah.
So 2024, Jiren. So it was I see it. It was a batch of EZAs. Like you said, it was sub EZAs, but it was their own Extreme Z battles.
Yeah, it was their own Extreme Z battle. I should have clarified that. It was
in Piccolo, Tech 17.
Tech 18 and AGL Fitboo.
Yeah, so in total, they EZA'd 7 characters. 8 if you want to count the Joint Force, but you know what I mean. Like, so 4 separate Extreme Z battles. Yeah, that makes sense. It could be done. So, like, the Metal Cooler movie duo, that's one of my more anticipated EZAs. Not even in the sense that they're, like, good or bad. It's just, like, I want to see what they do with that morale boost.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not an active skill, like it can.
Yeah, it doesn't require
in theory.
It doesn't require an update.
Yeah, because man, dude, I hated that unit on release. I pulled like 1 copy of them, and then I was so disappointed. I just spent all of the rest of my stones in Part 2 summoning for dupes of Metal Cooler.
I'm excited for Cooler to hopefully be back. Like that's that'll be a fun character.
Yeah, because
he just kind of represents like a part of the game that doesn't really feel like I wish was the meta, where it was just like offense. Like I just prefer offense so much more, but like it's a defensive game, and they've made it better over the years. Where it's like Majin Vegeta, the main argument for Majin Vegeta as number 1 in the game is the damage. Just because it's such a gap between what physical UI can do, but I still put if I can say the Realm of Gods character is better, I'm gonna say it. So it's like, we thought Beast Gohan was gonna dethrone UI Goku, but nay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. They just have so many turns.
He didn't even dethrone.
So many turns.
Diamond Vegeta
can't take damage. Like they're ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the EZAs. I saw some mixed responses about Cooler. I think Cooler looks really good. Because his EZA, well, they never really with these EZAs, they don't like completely rewrite the book on like what these characters are doing. And so Cooler just feels very similar to his initial release, where his defense isn't going to be the craziest, but on his best turns, he's going to do tons of attacks, he's going to do tons of damage, and like his defense should be decent enough to tank normals. He's just not going to survive some of the big boss super attacks, but that's just the kind of unit that he's always been, right? He's just like a big damage dealing character. He's not a tank. I think he seems like he is pretty good. I feel like he's one of those characters, he'll be underrated, and then like people will see his numbers in game and then maybe be a little bit more satisfied. But
I wonder how like gassed he could get in the festival, because he massively raises attack on 18 key. It probably won't be that crazy because it's not like the Boo Duo's defense where it's on both.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see him do some good damage, but like,
Yeah,
he
I'm not
doesn't
saying
really
he
have
won't
a
do
team.
any. Well, I'm saying like when the time comes, like when it's like if you get like one that's sort of a bit more optimized over time, where it's like, maybe it is dynamic GDC and we get like a Frieza partner, and then it's like it's a
Maybe.
feasible run.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm theory crafting here, all right? Like that's all this is.
Yeah, we gotta wait and see, right?
Yeah. I think
That's literally all this game is, man. It's just like it's so much just wait and see.
yeah. I feel like it's very interesting as well that they gave him, because obviously with the way the Metal Cooler and even like the Turles team is currently, it's very much like there are no good STR characters. So the fact that he then also has that random part of his passive where it's like if he's the only STR character on the rotation, he gets a buff. And it just feels like they just put that in because he's going to be the STR character on Metal Cooler's team, which I think is quite funny. Because yeah, like on that build, whether you're using Metal Cooler, whether you're using Turles, whether you're using like Goma for like a Terrifying Conquerors setup, like there just aren't really any good STR characters, so he will just end up being the only one on the team. So it's kind of funny that he has that part of his passive. But I guess that would tell us one thing, that part 2 LR Cell Max is probably not going to be STR, because
I'm thinking of something right
that
now.
would be quite a hilarious fumble that they bring out set part 2
Right.
Carnival LR Cell Max with like 220 for movie bosses, but then he's STR and you can't use Final Form Cooler on his team.
You know what would be or what I think could be frustrating is like when physical Metal Cooler gets his EZA, I think players are going to kind of have this idea that's like, oh, he has the hit revive like Fat Boo does, so he's going to be like in Fat Boo. But nay. The thing with Fat Boo is he has 2 turns of safety, not just one.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you put him in slot 3, he dies, then he comes back on turn 4, Ghost Usher,
and dies again,
and then he doesn't come back until you're on he doesn't come back until you're on like
Fight's
turn
over.
7, and then you've won. Yeah. Whereas Metal Cooler like if he's bad, or like when when he aged out, dies instantly, revives, and then dies instantly on the next turn, and you lose. So. But I mean,
yeah, I guess it's like after reviving, he needs to have like 99% damage reduction or something for that first turn. Like, I don't know, something like that.
Well, that's the thing. They definitely, with Birdcoo, they definitely sort of fixed his, because obviously his major issue when he released was the fact that he didn't have when he or another ally revives, which meant running double Birdcoo could be kind of awkward, because if you dropped below the HP threshold, then he wouldn't have guard. Whereas now he just has straight up guard all the time as part of his thing. The fact that he has like 70% damage reduction for the first 3 turns, as well as having guard. He gets defense.
I mean, if you chain it correctly, you could get like over 100% reduction, right? Depending on like when you enter, or you could say the damage reduction, but you can get some pretty nasty things.
Yeah, because especially if he's on like slot, because I think, let me double check the wording in case I'm wrong, because it's his revive. Is it based on his entry turn, or is it based on the start of the event? Just double check. Starting from the 5th turn it is from his entry turn. I was gonna say, so you can't have like if he's on slot 7, so he comes in on turn 3, you could combo that with like the revive turn. But yeah, he has a way to like stack up multiple of those damage reduction buffs. So
yeah, if he enters a turn under 60% HP, you could also save it.
Yeah, he's one of those characters that, like, unlike Cooler, where people sort of saw his kit and then started to be a bit concerned, or a bit like, trepidatious, or whatever you want to say. Like, he's got one of those kits where you just read it and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, he's really good. Like, super strong defensively, like damage reduction, probably will do relatively decent damage, but obviously that's not really his role. Like, he's just a tank character with a revive. Is it massively raised defense on his 18 key now? Yeah, massively raised defense, which is an infinite stack. Obviously, it's only on his 18 keys. It's not like he's going to be stacking like crazy, but yeah, definitely a character that seems very, very good. Very strong defensively. And, at the end of the day, whilst we meme about it all the time, especially when, there was that period of the game where we got so many of them in a row, whether it be base or Super Saiyan, like as a Super Saiyan Goku, it just means he's on a ton of teams. So he's going to be have a lot of versatility for like where you can use him and everything as well, which is obviously very good. So yeah, 2 very interesting looking EZAs. We can only assume that the other ones will be in part 2. Otherwise, it just seems very odd not only to have these ones in part 1, but obviously also the fact that the AGL Super Saiyans are on the banner and Birdcoo isn't because he's a Carnival LR. So it kind of feels like a done deal, I guess, that they're going to EZA in part 2. But I suppose the big thing with Dokkan is we can never be 100% sure about anything, I guess, realistically. But
that's true, but they're on the banner, man. I feel like
it would just be really weird to be EZAing Cooler and then have them on the banner and then they don't EZA. Like that would just that makes no sense.
Classic Geppy right there, the Gepster.
But Geppy's been killing it like lately, so with the stream and everything. So we have faith in our producer.
In our Gepster.
It's funny. There was can't say it like that. Come on. Our Gepster. But like I remember I retweeted Slavik saying like, and you best apologize to Geppy and all that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about tweeting like the apologies need to be as loud as this disrespect. And then it's like I wake up in the morning and it's like I see that one AI generated image of Geppy with representing a country. I won't say what.
Oh my god, this guy did a double rush with me. Actual like stupid idiot.
I thought you're talking to me. I'm like, what?
No, I'm talking about this freaking raid partner, dude. But I'm like, I know what you mean. Like, there's just like a bunch of. It's funny because at first it's like, oh, Geppy needs apologies, and then you see the Beast Gohan situation, and you're like, oopsie.
Yeah.
How much? Like, that's the thing, right? Like, how much involvement does Geppy have with like passive lines as the producer? I don't know.
Yeah, this is the thing we always talked about with Amatsu and stuff, is everyone always blames Amatsu when something is bad, but we don't know like exactly how much he goes into, how much he like micromanages and stuff. Because you think you'd have your team of people who design the unit's passives. I'm assuming he doesn't like, go through them with a fine-tooth comb and like literally test them out on their like dev device or whatever, and then say, oh, you need to change this line, like this number needs to be higher. They probably do the design, do their testing, and then he just gets the, signed, sealed folder on his desk that's like, here's the design for this character. We've tested him. This is what he does. And then he goes.
I doubt they test him. I think they look at the numbers and they're like, yep.
Well, yeah, exactly.
These numbers look good on the spreadsheet right here.
They thought Frontier was fire, Doug.
Yeah.
They're like, this mission's going to be so much fun. They're going to be stressing this mission.
Yeah.
Like, no, this is horrible. This isn't even like slightly enjoyable.
Yeah, they want a mission where if like multiple different things don't all go your way on the first turn, you just have to quit and start again.
And of course, what's crazy about Frontier too? It's like there's not even like I can just go spend money and get better options for Frontier. It's like they're not even trying to get you with the classic hook. It's just like this mode is hard and there's nothing I can do about it. I don't get it. I mean, I do get it, but I don't. It's like, because I always say, like, the main objective of this game is to pressure you into buying Dragon Stones. Anything that they do, that's like their main thing. Hype animations, FOMO. Difficulty, like, here, new unit, you can fix it by summoning. And it's like, with Frontier, it's like, there was that crappy Namek banner, but like, that wasn't permanent.
Yeah, that's one of the weird things about it is like, it's not an opportunity for them to like get money out of you. Because if your Namek team isn't good enough, like, what are you supposed to do? And then they give you a free-to-play character who's designed for that mode, and then he's not even that good in there. That good apart from some of the nodes. Like
it's the Magic Conch meme from SpongeBob. It's like, oh, wise Conch, how do I beat Frontier? What do I do? And it's like nothing. You know what I'm talking about.
I do. I'm young enough.
Does Ninja not have SpongeBob ball? Like he doesn't, know?
No, I bet Ninja doesn't have SpongeBob No World. That's sad. That's unfortunate.
I have seen multiple episodes of it, but I do not know.
You haven't seen the Magic Conch?
All of the memes and stuff, unfortunately, no.
The Magic Conch is like, it's actually just like an episode you have to watch. Like,
well, yeah, they're stuck underground or something like that, or like in a forest, and they're trying to get out with like a toy conch.
That's awesome.
And like it won't talk to Squidward, I think, or something like that. I forget.
Yeah, it doesn't like Squidward.
It doesn't like Squidward. That's right. Yeah.
It doesn't like Squidward. It's actually just like laughing about it right now. It's just like, yeah, it's peak. Why is this guy ulting in the raid? I'm gonna disconnect. Okay, you know what? I hate this guy.
Do you here's a pro tip: if somebody's using the year 6 tag units, just disband. Don't even play with them. They are trying to fuse, and they will.
I know, but like this guy's using yellow Gogeta. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. No,
yeah, I try to be nice, and then they take advantage of me. Like Gogeta, I saw someone did the Stardust fall with that Gogeta. I'm like, you kidding me? He didn't rush to do it too.
Like, what are we doing now, man? What are we doing? You know,
I had a Dokkan thought, and then this tangent just completely threw me off of it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, to be fair, it's the beauty of the podcast. You know, we just kind of be talking. We just be talking.
Just got to be talking. That's right. So for you, just making that right turn while you're driving and listening to this, it's like make sure you look both ways.
If someone's driving, listening to us, that's kind of scary.
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, don't do that.
You just hear me. We're just like Ningen doesn't know what the magic conch is, and you're on the highway.
Mm-hmm. And then you just hear me scream. I'm scared.
Right.
Oh, the writing's fired.
Man.
So we talked about the return of the red zone and blue zones?
No, but that's like amazing.
So Dokkan, very much as we've talked about, as like what gets interpreted as us just kind of shilling, is like clearly they're listening. Like that's
chill support.
Yeah, they've clearly listened with that stuff because it may have taken a little bit, but all of the only thing that's not back, Minato, I'm sorry, is the Jiren fight. And the Xenoverse, the Xenoverse Red Zone didn't come.
Who cares about that one?
Oh, what? I didn't even know.
Maybe like Ningen does.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, like, how would Beast Gohan fare in Jiren?
I don't know.
I guess we can't find out unless we.
I feel like probably not very well.
Yeah, if Seriously Serious is giving him a hard time.
All right, let's pop open the private server, guys.
I was gonna say I don't know if it has been updated with Beast Gohan, so I could always.
Oh, it has been updated. All right.
I see. Well, maybe that'll be something we have to do to see if see how Beast Gohan will do in Jiren.
Oh my goodness, bro! Theoretically,
the if man, if you will.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Question mark. But yeah, chat. I just like once I get my rubby little hands of Beast Gohan, life will be good, man. Really? I don't care. Everyone's hating on him.
Yeah, I don't
think it's as bad as people are saying. I truly don't.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I just wanted the character. I didn't want to be the guy that didn't have Beast Gohan. I know Minato is you right now, but
that's great, man.
Like, but like you're gonna pull them though. Like I know you.
I mean, I'll get them eventually, but it's just like annoying.
I get that it's annoying, but it's like I'm not worried about you pulling them or not.
I'm not either. That's why I'm not like spending $1 billion to get them. I'm like I'm just annoyed.
I get it. Like I say, like you do the same thing I do, where it's like I think I'm done summoning there, and you're like, but what if I do another rotation?
Yep. It doesn't help.
If it happens, just check Twitter.
Yeah.
Because you said like your Diamond Super Saiyan 4 summons went really well, and then like you greed chased the dupe, and like that's when the disaster.
Yeah, that's what I just like decided I'm not like greed chasing ever again.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, like that shit's in my whole worldview, bro. Going like what 4,000 stones?
Yeah.
Or something like that without another copy is like insane.
Is GDC going to be Memorial period this year?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do pretty well. I spent a lot more than I wanted to on the anniversary.
I have no idea how many I spent. I can't lie. Like I cannot tell you.
It doesn't matter. Nothing ever happens, or whatever that joke is.
I mean, the banner's not going to be really that great, probably. So it's not like
for GDC because the Annie units aren't rerunning.
Well, not that, but like the banner where it's like, oh, you know, you have your memorial stones. Like,
oh, I see what you mean.
It's never really good.
I saw some fear mongering that the Annie units aren't coming back during GDC because of this.
Well, they won't.
They won't.
Like, they're just not going to. It's going to be this. It's going to be the same schedule as we had in 2024. This Tanabata banner is returning them. Now, again, they could be super nice, but you know what? They could have also been super nice and returned the New Year's characters on this banner. But they aren't. They will just follow their schedule. Well, because that's how it is.
That's fair, but also with the New Year's characters, they returned them on the Dual Dokkan Fest. Like, they were available a month ago.
Yeah.
I know, but like that's what I'm saying. It's like they're coming back here. Will they return in 2 months again? I doubt it.
Right. Just like I feel like the Tanabata banner is like a bit more of an exception, but I hear you. I do.
I mean, well, that banner is also giving Beast Gohan like coins, pity coins, right?
Yeah.
And they'll be available with red coins. So again, I don't really expect them.
So that's the
that
thing. That
banner's giving pity coins?
So
yeah,
like the green ones?
Yeah, it gives the green pity coins, which is kind of cool.
Oh, jeez. I mean, if you want Beast Gohan, don't summon on that. But like, if you're close to Beast Gohan, like you need like 30 more, then yeah, I'd say rip a rotation on that.
That's not a bad idea if you are. Yeah, that might be what I'm doing. That's why I'm like not caring.
Then,
I'm gonna wait.
Then you have a chance to pull something legitimate. Like it's like
maybe I finally get my Diamond Dupe.
Yeah. I could use one more of those. I would like the gold slot there for that 4Q because I think that 4Q is like.
That's why I'm waiting. I'm just not ripping it all the way. Like I know you said I'm a few multis away, but like, yeah.
I was just doing the math for you because you made it sound like you had like a ways to go, and it's like I get the 300s a lot, but it's really like it's not.
I mean, in my mind, it's a ways to go when I don't want to spend money.
Yeah, true.
It's not like you. I'm just saying in theory, it's not like you got to spend like $300 to get there.
Oh no.
It's like if you buy like another stone pack,
like I will get him in the celebration. Like that is happening. Yeah. Right.
You can't take Beast Gohan from Daddy for that long, you know. I don't know why that got me. You will not be beastless.
But yeah, isn't the thing though in the past, like that Tanabata banner thing, like weren't the units not available with coins because it's the one that has like 20 featured characters or something, right?
No,
like,
that was the whole gimmick of it. Like that was I would always like. I finished the UI Goku, the AGL one, and the 4s on that banner in 2021, 2022, and 2021.
Okay.
That's when I was like going pretty crazy. It was like, oh yeah, I have like 2,000 coins I can use right now. Sure.
Yeah.
No, but they did. Those will be available coins. So it's like, if you have 500, like a 4Q dupe is certainly not like the worst thing ever. Or if you're missing one of them, just like pick them up there.
Yeah.
Is that only for the Dokkan Fest though? Like I forget how that one works.
Yes, because the art only the art only shows Daima Goku, the Int Super Saiyan 4s, and then it shows like physical Ulma Gohan and Tech Piccolo. So I'm not sure. I guess because they probably wouldn't be doing a second banner as well. So I don't know if I have the carnival
that's where
units
Black Friday would step in. Like I remember for Global, it was like you get like the Black Friday Carnival, and then you'd be able to pick up like Gogeta and the Gammas or something.
Yeah.
What a weird time. Like,
yeah, so I'm not
that's
really
the
sure.
problem where it's like they don't make up their mind about the damn schedule.
Yeah.
So it's like it's impossible to give out like sound advice because we just don't know what they're gonna do. So it's like, yeah, I think in theory it would be nice.
Just imagine.
Yeah.
Right.
But then it's like, oh, my prediction wasn't even close. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Because we can't rely on like, well, this is what they did last year, so this is probably what they'll do this year. I mean, because they changed the schedule for this year. So.
Yeah, when I try
obviously take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
but like I would assume they're just going back to like 2024, like just GP schedule. You know,
I did a video with banner predictions because I like to do those, and like when I was doing mine, I'm like, this banner is impossible to predict because TDC was in October and Golden Frieza and Gogeta reran in March. So it wasn't just like a slam dunk.
You should have gone back to UI Goku, little
Well,
Chad.
I did. I said UI Goku. I said Trunks and Vegeta could be here. I said potentially the 4Q would have been here. I was kind of surprised 4Q wasn't there, honestly.
Well, it's probably because they wanted the EZA, the Worldwide Celebration characters, right? So they just threw them on here instead.
Which is fine. Like 4Q is like... I
mean, maybe honestly, that means 4Qs are turning on another banner soon because of EZA.
I've had enough Super Saiyan 4 Goku for a little bit, I think. Just in general. Like just like over the course of the beginning of 2025 till now, it's like we had obviously the EZAs for the 4s, AGL 4Q, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the Super EZA for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You know what I mean? Like
what if
and then Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku for Annie.
Like yeah.
What if somehow GDC is GT related?
I'm good because I don't think they can top what they did last year.
Yeah, true, because it was like part 2 of GDC was GT, wasn't it? So
do we really see something that's better
using
than
man?
Like that would be so funny.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, we don't want Namek. We're gonna do another another.
That's what everybody was like sweating bullets over. Do you remember that phase, like during part 2 during GDC last year, because of the Vegito incident, where it was like, please don't do this, and they didn't. That was Omatsu's swan song. Like that was just and like just maybe the best handling of a villain team ever.
Yeah, that Omega team was just so good. The free Nova LR, like
the Shadow Dragons, the sub Easy A for Sin, STR Omega Super Easy A, Baby after that very shortly.
Yeah,
like just a beautiful handling of a team, and like especially one that's hard to handle, because like villain teams historically we kind of know it's like we had the cooler celebration. Like sometimes we've had Goku Black and Zamasu teams that have been really good, but typically they're not very great, like the way they handled them. And
yeah,
I would like to see that for Wicked Bloodline, where it's like Metal Cooler is crazy. We get a Namek Frieza that's crazy. Metal Cooler's EZA is really good.
I give up. I give up. I just don't expect it. Like I
don't expect it either, but I'm just telling you.
Like we're gonna see. Like, I know, but like we're gonna see GT or Dragon Ball Super, Gogeta again.
We're going back to Daima.
We're not gonna see Namek, bro. I get like they're doing these EZAs here. I just like anything. It's copium. If you think they're coming, I think it's just copium at this point. Like it's unfortunate, but it's just copium. Like
yeah.
I would love to cope though. I will cope until the end, but it is copium now, bro. It's so over.
Yeah, it just really feels like if they were gonna do a Namek, like when we were saying about Frontier and everything, it's like if they were gonna do Namek stuff, they just should have done it like earlier.
Well, they gave like
go along with the Frontier stuff. Like it's just such a weird way of doing it.
On the art front, they gave like just a god tier art for that Namek Goku, where it's like that probably took like the resources of a summonable character for that art, and it's like it's exclusive for that mode, and I don't get it.
Yeah,
because like I don't know if a summonable Namek Goku is going to have a better art than that.
I mean, we would hope so, but yeah, it's it seems like a very odd choice to go that route. Like,
yeah, I don't feel like I'm talking out of my ass there. It's like it certainly doesn't feel like I don't know. Like unless the art is just like straight up the frown. Like
yeah.
Can it be better? I don't know.
It's just one of those like ups and downs with like the fact that when we saw him, like obviously people had that reaction, but then we saw his animations and the fact that like most of it was just reused. And so then people were like, oh, okay, so maybe we are getting new stuff soon because they just gave this guy a bunch of old stuff like for his animations. But nope, doesn't look like it. So very, very strange. I feel like they should have, the slot where we got Nappa and Vegeta, Dokkan Fest, should have been a Namek Saga character, or they should have just made Frontier Saiyan Saga. Then that would have made way more sense. It also would have made more sense because it's the first saga of Dragon Ball Z, but then it would have made sense because we got a Dokkan Fest, we got a bunch of LRs, they even gave us like sub EZAs, not LRs, EZAs. We did get a part 2 LR, and then yeah, we got sub EZAs and everything. So like the first Frontier being Saiyan Saga would have made so much more sense with like what they then dropped around it. So yeah,
I think it should have just been New Saga.
Yeah, to start off with the biggest, most fun, like biggest options for characters.
You know what they should have started off with? Tournament of Power, baby.
The
sure
Saga and all the Dragon Ball. I'm kidding.
That just has so many more characters, you know.
Tournament of Power. I got like an idea in a hot take video where it was like World Tournament should be updated in the future to like the Tournament of Power format.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though. It's a tough world we live in where it's hard to get it right.
Yeah,
that mode is just like I know Ningen. I know you like it for personal reasons.
I have fun streaming it. I wouldn't say I like it, but it's fun.
You enjoy it.
It's
It's the community, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a mode that could certainly use work, shall we say?
Work is what we're calling it now.
You like it more than Chain Battle, though, somehow.
Yep.
Chain Battle. Chud Battle. I like that. Chain Battle. I'm not. Do I want to get into it? I want to just call it overrated, but I don't know. Do I feel like arguing today? I just thought it was disappointing that the perfect setup could still get screwed.
Yep. Running the
the
exact same setup, like with the exact same friend twice in a row, and then getting completely different scores. That was fun.
It was just a frustrating experience, but it wasn't like unplayable. It's just like the rewards. I will agree that it sucks now that we have to drain stones on refreshes.
Yeah,
I will concede that. But that's really as far as I'll go.
I maintain, like, people don't miss Chain Battle. People miss the rewards from Chain Battle. The rewards from Chain Battle were great.
No, you just don't understand how fun it is to build your box, man. You're an anti-box builder. You suck.
I would agree. You just
the most fun part about Chain Battle wasn't even the rewards for me. It was building my box up in anticipation for Chain Battle and actually utilizing my entire box. That was the fun part for me.
I think the rallying of the community was good.
Yeah.
Where it was like players were really working together to figure out the chain battles and help each other out. And I think that's cool because it's not very common these days.
Yeah, I agree.
People want to be helpful. So
to be fair, Chain Battle you do use other boxes, but it is still fun for me to have a good box setup. I do think that Chain Battle you should have been able to use your own box though as an option. That's the only thing I would change about Chain Battle. Let you use your own box for at least a run or two a day.
I feel like that's like that kind of negates that was like the whole point of the mode though, is the fact that you're like doing it with somebody else's like help, like somebody else's team. Otherwise it's just another event, I guess. And
that's fine too. But it would be another event that would again let you just use more characters in your box.
The thing for me about it is it's like, because I've said this before, and like it's funny to me when people who like say they like Chain Battle, but then they also complain about like Petan, as it's like it's a mode like, because at least like Frontier, say what you will about Frontier, like they changed a bunch of the mechanics a little bit. You have Team A, Team B, like the intensity thing, like that kind of stuff, but they didn't like reinvent the way you play the game, right? Like the rotations work the same, the orbs and everything, the passives, all that kind of stuff. But things like Chain Battle and Petan, like you're not actually playing the game. Like you're not playing the game with the units that you have. You're literally just picking a bunch of the characters, watching a little animation, and then quickly tapping 3 images on the screen. So that's why I say like people don't miss Chain Battle, they miss the rewards, because Chain Battle as a mode, like I'm not saying it was like absolutely terrible or anything, but like I refuse to accept the idea that it was fun to play. It's literally just you put your team.
I like tap tap tap.
You tap and then that's it.
It gave me the timer and having to select the right characters had me on the edge of my seat every single time, making sure I select the right characters.
That literally sounds like
it did. The literal people literally minimized the app on their phone because of the anticipation of having to select the right characters. When we found out that selecting those characters didn't matter, it broke my heart. It broke my heart. It made the mode less fun.
But that's the thing, is people didn't do that because that made it more fun. Is people did that because then you would get a better score.
Who are these people you're talking about?
All right.
Okay, let me chill.
Let's breathe. This mode's never coming back, so it's okay.
You're right. Look, I just gotta let it go. Just like
I feel your frustration there. Where I say that all the time, where it's like people told me this wasn't going to happen, and I just go, who? Like
who are these
some
people?
guy on Twitter who created his account yesterday? Like these are the people that are telling me these things. So
Look, clearly, I'm a huge representative of the entire Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle community
Minato's Flash
in one
yes.
person. So clearly, whatever I say is truthful, and whatever Ningen says is wrong. If he doesn't agree with me, that's just how it is. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, like what I would do is like when I get asked a question on stream, I'm like, all right, hold on, let me check with Minato first because they probably know.
Exactly, right? Exactly.
I did have to do that
true.
once for something. I forget what it was. I think it was like a multiplier question or like an orb changing question. I was like,
Yeah,
you know
but like
who's-
that's like something I would actually
Yeah.
know about, right?
You know who knows this answer? Give me a minute. I'll be right back.
Probably me. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm just knowledgeable, but no, Ningen, I get your point. Like when you're saying, because obviously, if you're someone who likes playing Dokkan, you like playing Dokkan for the Dokkan gameplay.
Yeah, that's.
But I think you're also missing that a lot of people don't necessarily even care about the gameplay that much, but rather play it as a card collecting game.
Yeah,
Which is why
And
this
you're
Beast
missing like
Gohan
a
people are
whole
still gonna summon.
aspect
Yeah.
of the other side of the community. Where I would say, obviously, I also enjoy the gameplay, but I also as much enjoy like collecting the cards and like having all my favorite characters in my box and like I own this. That's the aspect I also love about it. Where I think a lot of people who mostly like, let's say they 70% love the gameplay, 30% love like everything else, they will not like Patan as much as someone like me, maybe who's more 50-50. You know?
yeah,
Yeah, that's how I feel.
that's fair.
That's
That's where it's like it is not, like it depends. It's like the image on Twitter they use, like, I don't know, man. People be saying things so definitively, like, I don't know, it depends, No knows that image.
not everything is black and white.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Pancakes, waffles,
Yeah,
kind of.
Well, Pancake's clear, so there is.
I think waffles are the better, man. I love the crunch
Ooh.
waffles. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had a pancake that has like a good crunch. Like, I don't think they make.
Well, that's not the
pancakes with that
point.
in mind. I know, but that's where I like the crunch of pancakes. Not to say I don't like soft things, but like. but I don't know. I think, and then the thing about like waffles is that you can put everything in waffles that you can with a pancake. Like,
Okay.
what can you not? Except waffles just have a better texture. Like that's just how it is. And I feel like waffles are less likely to be made bad compared to pancakes. I think pancakes have a much more margin of error. That also plays into the idea of eggs. Or not eggs. I was thinking of Eggos. Waffles.
Eggos are fire though.
I had
Chocolate
Eggos
chip
this morning.
Eggos?
Dude,
Yeah,
they're
those
fire.
are like-
They're fire.
You know what I like?
Tasty?
I like the thick and fluffy Eggos.
Oh, you know what? That's valid. Those are
like-
good. Those ones are good.
Like the brown sugar cinnamon ones or something. Oh yeah, baby.
Yummers.
Yummers, yeah, exactly. So you want me to spoil the ending for the boys?
Sure.
Vilify coming
this
in.
one guy
Vilify
gets-
coming in with more spoilers for the.
This one guy's like, I'm swimming. Ah!
I'll never forget the NFL player that spoiled the end of Avengers Endgame.
Sure.
Because he was just under the impression, I think, that everybody had already seen the movie.
That's
And
funny.
so, like, after he gets out the theater, he's like, man, RIP my dog, Tony Stark. Everybody's like, yo, what the hell?
What
Damn.
the
It just came out, dude.
Yeah.
like, that's crazy. If someone does that for Spider-Man, I will actually find them and like have word.
Yeah, people get serious about this Spider-Man stuff. Like, I
Dude.
like Spider-Man, but it's never really been my thing.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's so. Oh my goodness, this movie is gonna break everything.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it's
that's what I hear every
True,
time.
bro.
It looks very, very
Yeah, but
cool.
like every Spider-Man movie does break everything, though.
Yeah,
But
Spider-Man
this one
just
is
consistent.
really gonna break everything. This is true. Spider-Man
My
is.
whole life is consistent.
That's what I'm
He's
saying,
fucking-
man. I don't get the reference, by the way.
That's an NBA an NBA player in a press conference.
This guy is always about NBA this, NBA that. How about you get truth on here and talk about NBA, buddy?
Oh, that'd be. We had like the smallest like back and forth about football on here. It wasn't even a back and forth.
I do
On the
remember
show.
that
Oh,
though.
Yeah.
It was like a little. You brought up Josh Allen. I was like, oh yeah. He was like,
Because it was his
you know,
well, it was his birthday that week, so
yeah,
and it was a
exactly.
worldwide holiday according to Truth. So Then he said he was off. Then he was like, "Yeah, I had off work." So it was like, it was good. It was a good time.
That's good. Yeah.
It's always fun when we can have Truth on. It's not often, but you know. like our once a year.
Once in a blue moon, you know, it does happen.
But that's okay. I mean, you got to have it's like something you got to take in doses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's like, how could you be excited if it's a thing that happens all the time? Like,
exactly.
It just becomes a norm, and then it becomes an expectation.
This could.
This is a commentary on Dokkan Battle community.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It all comes together.
Yeah. Do you want to collab on a video called the Dokkan Battle Paradox?
Sure.
I see that trend all the time now.
Dokkan Battle Cycle.
They can't help but
dude. I might have to admit that Brody was kind of right. Beast Gohan maybe is a filler character.
Clip that.
God.
I don't know. We have to see. I'm trying him out a little bit here. I'm gonna do a different video than just like a normal showcase. I'm gonna do it edited like the guide videos used to, and then I'll get my thoughts there. But I feel like it depends. I think everyone's always so black and white about it, but like for him, it just really is like, well, if this happens, then no. If this happens, then yes.
This is like the rare time in the community where I think it was I don't like giving him free promo, but Abu tweeted like, I see the usual suspects are defending or saying Beast is bad. And then it's like, well.
Yeah.
Oh, Abu.
I forgot how bad his takes are.
Abu?
Yeah, like they disappeared from Twitter for a while and like they're back and I was like, oh my God, they tweet a lot.
Someone else is back, another Beast lover, you know.
Do I?
Yeah, you know who?
I don't.
But what do you mean you don't?
I'm having a moment, okay?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm gonna tag you, Will. Hold up. Brother.
Oh yeah, that's Ultimate Gohan.
It's still Beast Gohan.
Okay, I got it now. Okay, you're right. They were infamous for physical Ulton, right?
Yeah.
Now I know. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. No free promo, bitch.
That's right.
That's funny. I already gave up my free promo to Abu.
True.
So that's
true.
my mindset on it. That's like Dokkan Assets gets a lot of free promo. They have my favorite tweet of the year. The alternate art for Rose thing.
Oh, yeah. That was funny.
Oh, Dokkan Assets.
What this guy, I haven't talked to him much though. Yeah.
That's right.
He plays Legends now, man. It's awesome.
He has a Legends hate on his account and it gets people every time. Do you remember when I got jumped for like the most sarcastic comment ever?
Which one was it?
Like,
which one?
Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, his reveal was like on like the phone on like an advertisement tweet. It was like on the side. It's like Ultra Vegeta's coming. It was Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Like it wasn't like a hype video. It was literally just a phone on the side, a phone screen playing like Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. And then they tweeted out like the animations after, and I was like, most hype reveal ever. And then people in the comments like, nah, don't switch up now. This sucks. I'm like, dude, like, yeah, like, is sarcasm not like going through your brain there?
No, I don't think many people recognize it.
Does not compute.
No. Well, it's hard over text. I will say that.
Yeah, that is.
And it's like if you look at my bio and you see like Dokkan Tuber or something like that, where it's like, oh, he's just chilling, but it's like
chill. So
because it was like the worst reveal of all time. I'll see if I can find it. It was literally like a picture, and then it was like Super Saiyan 4 Ultra Vegeta on the side.
Yeah, I think I remember. It's just like, yeah, I think I remember people talking about it at the time. It was just a very lackluster. Like they just posted a random picture.
Yeah. All right, yeah. This is really bad quality because it's coming from images via Google search, like on Instagram. But it was literally just this. Like,
I remember that.
That's how they revealed it, and it was like, like this is so hype, dude.
Terrible.
It's fire, man. You just don't understand.
All right,
it's like we're giggling like a bunch of schoolgirls in a group chat over here, like, hee, they don't know what we're talking about.
Especially because it's a complete, not even Dokkan related. Because I don't even play Legends, but I saw.
You could
talking about it.
You could do /S. Like /S would work.
/S, true. But like you're like a 50-year-old man. Like, why would you do that? You know?
Yeah. Well, aren't you 42? You were 41 3 years ago, so you're like 44 now.
I'm like 60.
We have been doing this a while, huh? Like I've known you two since like the 5-9 days in 22.
Yep.
Oh God, that's crazy.
You know, time
that's only
flies,
4
like-
years. Yeah.
But and Dokkan is just like it just feels like such a cycle where it's like that doesn't even feel like it was 4 years ago.
It doesn't.
Yeah, crazy.
Who was out that time? Was that Cooler Worldwide? Yeah.
Dude, the Cooler Worldwide
In June
was so
2020,
good.
in June 22.
No, like I mean, like it was the year for Cooler Worldwide. Right now, it's Vegeta
Yeah.
Trunks.
Yeah, Vegeta and Trunks were like the most polarizing number one that wasn't Kale and Caulifla. People thought
fun.
Namegoku was, or not Namegoku, but like Birdku was better for a while, but then like it kind of just like as time went on, it's like yeah, Trunks and Vegeta are probably better.
Yeah.
But people will just like kind of shift towards the new thing. I think a little bit more
Mhm.
because it's just the new thing, right? And so there's always going to be a little bit of bias there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, so to I guess steer things back to towards the conclusion of today's episode as we are getting to that time. I think we've gone over basically everything that they talked about on the reveals and everything for today.
Perhaps.
I think the only other thing is like they said about updates coming at the same time in the future for Global and JP, which is another massive W. Obviously, it would have been cool for that to have been the case the entire time, but the fact that that's something that they have actually like worked on and is going to be a thing is pretty awesome. Because then we can stop getting
250,000 downloads.
We can stop getting the same joke every single time an update comes out on JP, but not on Global, and then someone will always comment, "So much for the sync," even though the sync was only ever always about character releases. But now it'll be the update releases as well, so that's awesome.
I mean, like it is pretty stupid to do a thing without the releases, but yeah, that's true.
So very cool that that's going to be a thing. But yeah, other than that, I think that's it. We got some stuff coming out next week, which is the EZAs that we talked about. There's new quest mode stages, but I'm not sure. Do we know roughly based on the timings of the previous, when this was the time slot for Tanabata before, like when the part 2 we would roughly expect part 2 to be?
Because it's 2 weeks after the actual banner on the 7th.
Okay.
So it's 21st.
Okay.
Because they dropped the initial banner, then they drop the Tanabata banner, then 2 weeks later they drop that. Which is why, if you go look back, Jiren also came around like the 21st-ish.
Okay.
So there's probably going to be like a deadish week. We'll see.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see what other content is coming for part 1. Like I say, we know about a few things that are coming out next week, like the EZAs and stuff like that. Hopefully they will keep up the momentum. Who knows what will happen in regards to Beast Gohan. I guess people are going to keep giving their feedback, so who knows. As we said earlier, it's not a thing that happens very often, but they have buffed characters before, but I absolutely would not like hold your breath that they are going to do that again this
we're
time,
not
right? Like
I think a Twitter campaign would be pretty fruitless, so hashtag buff beast, do it if you want, but I don't think it's really gonna amount to much. It's like, I know they did it with that STR LR Vegito Blue, but like it's Beast Gohan is not like, because like that's the same thing that happened with Goku and Frieza for Legends, where it was just like unacceptable the quality they were in. Underwhelming doesn't mean unacceptable.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a PvP game. Like
that too.
Yeah, true.
I think it's a lot easier to determine that. But we have to wait and see.
Yeah. So
if they buffed him, I have him. Like okay, I win if you buff him, but I don't think they're gonna do it. So
Yeah, exactly. Well, I guess we'll see what happens, but yeah, looking forward to the EZAs and testing them out. So yeah, we'll see how we go, and then next time we'll be able to talk about those guys, any other stuff that comes out, any more. I mean, that's the thing. We kind of in this celebration, as we already said earlier, we don't really need to speculate about part 2 because it seems pretty cut and dry who the part 2 LR is going to be. So I guess we'll have to see how it goes. So we'll go ahead and wrap things up there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I've been the Masked Ningen. Shout out to my co-hosts Minato and Vilify. Once again, I want to remind you guys the link is pinned in the chat if you want to go and check out and help support Raudo and the GoFundMe. I will put the link in the VOD and the Spotify link for anyone who is listening to it after the fact and also wants to contribute. But yeah, big shout out to all you guys for coming out, and we will see you guys next time. Peace out.
I was waiting for the have a good one.
I only do that on my videos. Peace out, guys.